All right, ready? Armor Milano's in the way? No. Gang stuff, dude. Alrighty, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the BDE podcast. It's been a while, so just in case you guys forgot, it's your boy Ben Coons, and I'm here with Draper Robinson, as always.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. You can see me now.
Shane Gillis does a podcast, and one of the guys that's on his podcast is like the guy in the background that does all the computer shit.
Mm-hmm.
Every time they're like, "Hey, dude," and he goes, "Hello." It's really funny. And then he did it when he hosted the ESPYs. That's how he came out in front of everybody. Everyone's cheering. And he's like, and then he goes, "Hello."
What's Joe Rogan's guy?
Jamie. Yeah.
Can you check that on Google, Jamie?
yeah. It's just Emma. She's just clacking on the ground. I can't find shit. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, man.
My guy, how you been?
Chilling. It's warming up.
I love it. Summer's here. It rained today, though.
Spring is here.
Spring has sprung. For us, dude. It was like 80 degrees 2 days ago here.
Really?
Yeah. It's hot as shit.
No, it hasn't been like that here.
But we're gonna get a week of spring because it's raining today and tomorrow and the next day. So
nice.
I'm here for it. But we were able to do some yard work, bro. Change up the whole thing. It's a vibe.
Nice.
I don't want to do, but I love my wife, so I do it for her.
Oh man!
What have you been watching, my guy?
Invincible, dude. Season 4,
yeah.
bro.
It's out.
It's been pretty mid so far.
You think, yeah?
No, it's been okay.
Yeah.
It's been fine.
They're kind of laying down some like couple story arcs, I feel like, early on in the season.
Mm-hmm.
But they haven't really gotten anything terribly.
It's been a lot of groundwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for that last half of the season is just nonstop.
Although, do you know what? I saw the funniest thing the other day. It's the Rick and Morty. He's like, "You son of a," Okay, so it was like Omni-Man and Alan going and unburying the I can't remember his name, the writer. Space Rider or whatever, who's been buried for 100 years, and he's like, "I'm not joining your team. We're putting together a team. I'm in."
Isn't that the Family Guy one, Peter? And
yeah, that's Peter? Right. That's what it is.
I'm not joining your team, Peter. We're putting together a team. I'm in.
That it really did go like that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Invincible. Heck yeah. Love it.
Yes.
It is kind of whack. Are we in four episodes in? I think they released 3 and now they're doing once at a time, which is kind of a whack way to release episodes. I don't know why they started doing that. They're like, we're going to drop you 3 episodes and then once a week. And I'm like, just give me once a week or just drop them all. What are you doing to me?
I think it should be random every time.
Oh, I got random Thursday. You're like, oh, by the way, new episode's out today. Like,
no, the same day each week, but like like, are we gonna drop 1 or are we gonna drop 5?
You don't know. Better clear your schedule. Nice, dude. Nice. And you haven't watched any of the Daredevil? I mean, there was only 1 episode out. I guess 3 now.
Yeah, well, I haven't watched any of the first season of Born Again. So,
have you watched the Netflix one at least?
Yes.
Okay.
Most of it.
Brother. You got to watch Born Again.
This is funny coming from someone who was disrespecting my blind boy.
Stop saying a couple
weeks ago.
I'm disrespecting it, but Daredevil is in my. You're pairing him with my boy, with my number 1. Obviously, I'm going to take my number 1 over my number 3. I have to. That's the rule. Yeah, Batman's number 2.
Number 2?
And Nightwing's number 1.
I thought that was just for the bit to be different.
I'm a second place kind of guy. I'm a sidekick. That's what I do best.
That's what he's been doing it his whole life, ladies and gentlemen.
I am the sidekick. I am the number 1 sidekick in my entire life. That's what I am. I'm a sidekick in the pod. I'm a sidekick in literally everything. But I'm the best damn sidekick there is. Don't you forget it.
It's true. Nightwing, like Ben, is much better when he's with the main.
With the main, let's go. That is
just kidding.
Proven true. But sometimes I have to venture out by myself, and I have to go out there. I might have to fail every once and twice, but I always get back up on my feet, and I always just get back out there.
Right.
Yeah.
What have you been watching?
I actually made it to the theaters twice this month. Gang.
I actually made it more. What did I mention last time? Do you remember? And last time is going to be next time. So
17 months
it's
ago.
all screwed up. I went and saw Undertone also.
Yes, dude. I missed it. It's not in theaters here anymore. I missed that one. That's the 820. Is that the podcast one?
Yeah. It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
It's pretty terrifying, to be honest.
I bet. What was that?
I was scared. I'm on a podcast.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, if I start hearing voices through the podcast, I'm never talking to you again. I'm blaming you, obviously, for all your
that's fair
after-hour activities, but oh, your blood. Just kidding.
What's the company that makes Ouija boards? That made Ouija boards?
Hasbro.
Hasbro, is it?
I don't know if it's Hasbro, but
it was like the big board game company. They're the ones who made Ouija boards.
What? What's it?
I know what you're saying,
you know what
but
I'm going for.
Mr. LeBeo.
Yeah, or something like whatever it is.
Yeah, or something like that.
Literally just watched it, still don't know the name. But I made it to. I went to the Preston Theater. Did you ever go to a movie at the Preston Theater?
No.
It's kind of cool.
There's actually things and people in Preston. I thought it was just like
I think they're travelers from outside of Preston that come in, but I went to the theater
the ghost town from like Shelby Oaks and like scary. That's what I thought Preston was. I didn't think anyone was actually like there.
They're just creepy old people. That's all that's there.
Just kidding, Preston. We love you. All our listeners in Preston.
All four of you. All four. The entire population listens to us. Anyways, I went to the Preston Theater. Kind of cool aesthetic. But I went and saw Project Hail Mary. And
good things.
I'm gonna tell you right now. We talked about this in one of the episodes a couple weeks ago about Ryan Gosling when I was talking to him about
he's great.
The stuntman. Dude, I think Ryan Gosling's in my top 5 favorite actors of all time. I freaking love Ryan Gosling. And I just watched Crazy Stupid Love again.
He's so good in that.
That man's got range. He can do it all.
He can do it all.
Also, there are rumors that he's playing the MCU's Ghost Rider.
That would be sick.
I could be down for Ryan Gosling as.
Is he a little old for that at this point? I don't know.
I think he's in his 40s. Yeah. I mean, how old was Nicolas Cage when he did it? When he did his.
Nicolas Cage is timeless.
That's also true. That is very true. He's playing a Spider-Man. He's going to be acting forever.
Yeah.
But no, I went and saw Project Hail Mary. Fantastic movie. I really loved it. I went with the Kill Packs. Nice. And Josh obviously reads a lot of books because he's an English teacher. And he read the book. So he's like super pumped for it. And he's like, for a movie adaptation of a book, he goes, it's pretty freaking good for an adaptation for a book. So,
I mean, the book was better, but
a lot of people say that, and
you freaking book nerds.
Like, I feel like
I just said this to someone today, so I'm going to reiterate it because I like to just voice my opinions out.
Oh, yeah,
that too. But I like when people are like, "It's not as good as the book. They left so much out." I'm like, "How long did it take you to read that book?" Like, a total 10, 12 hours. Okay, it's a 2-hour movie. Yeah, they left some stuff out.
that was my argument to Josh, and I'm like, I don't feel
reading is your fault. Don't make it our problem. Don't make us suffer for your reading.
Yeah. It's not my fault. You have nothing better to do.
Just
I'm out here
kidding,
watching
Lisa.
movies. But it you kind of answered my question because like I don't mind. I don't read
Yeah,
ever. I
illiterate,
just don't. I can't read. I
both
don't
of
read.
us.
I do
I
comic books
read
because it's
picture
got pretty
books.
pictures.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what. Yeah, exactly. But I don't necessarily love the argument of like the books are way better because you have like Harry Potter, like the Harry Potter series. A lot of things got left out. I read that series, but like a lot of things got left out of from those books.
Hmm.
Again, it took me a week to read the freaking book, and it takes me 2.5 hours to watch the movie
Yeah, it only takes
version
me
of it.
like 2 days to watch the movie. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
exactly. But I feel like they're not a comparable. Like the book and a movie are you can't really compare the medias because the book is source material for the movie.
Mm,
But like I feel like it's its own world of like judging it. Now, like you have movies that if you like this, for instance, the TV show for Harry Potter and the movie for Harry Potter, you can directly compare those two because they're projects of the same source material.
yeah, but
Um,
you will get like again closer to that like 10-12 hour time
exactly. Yeah.
run from the TV show.
Right. Which I mean, there's different like there's different comparisons in
Hmm.
that aspect, but the fact like that's a much easier comparison to make because you can say not just what they didn't take out of the book, but also like how the characters acted. Are the characters more or less relatable to the characters in the book? Like it's just because you have the same media platform. It's all cinema or film or whatever it is.
Right.
Um, and like when you have stuff like Lord of the Rings, I've never read the Lord of the Rings books because they're like 9,000 pages long. Um, but apparently the three movies of the Lord of the Rings are like the first little section of each of the books or whatever it is. Like they just take out chunks of it. Um, but I feel like it's really hard to make that comparison between a book to a movie because you are just taking source material from that book
Right.
and from those characters and trying to build a world that best conveys what the book was trying to get across. And so when people are like, well, the book was way better because there's so much this and so much that, and there's more detail and there's more character. And I'm like, yeah, but like you said, like you've got 10 to 12 hours to be able to set aside for you to read those books.
Right.
Whereas like you can't do that in a movie. You can't just sit in a movie theater for 10 to 12 hours and be like, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. And you can't do a shot for shot, page for page remake of the book. And so like I've seen a lot of people going through like just through my social media comparing the book of Project Hail Mary to the movie, and I'm just kind of like the only argument I'll give people when it comes to book to movie is like that's out of the character's personality.
Hmm.
If a character is supposed to be antisocial and brooding and they become the extrovert of the group, like I'm like okay, yeah, like you didn't get the character right, and that's fine. But it's like, well, in the book they didn't even talk about the science behind how they get to space. I'm like, you're gonna it's already a 2 hour
Rockets.
45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna want to
We
spend another
had it
20.
in like the I don't know when was the race to the moon? The 60s.
Whatever it was. Shut up, dude. We don't read. um, but no, I just because Josh and I talked about it for a good when I was in Montana
Hmm.
for like a couple hours of just like because he does the comparison between the two, but he the way he intellectualizes it, I'm kind of like, all right, you're a lot smarter than me, and so the words that I'm reading make a lot of sense, so I'll listen to you. But everybody else that I'm like on social media, like book good and movie dumb, and I'm like, why? And they because I said so, and I'm like, I want to punch you in the throat, dude. Like, there's no reasoning behind it. I don't like that she's saying karaoke. I'm like, okay, and she's like, that's it. I don't like that she's saying karaoke. I'm like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? What's the point of this? Like, that's why the movie was ass, is because she's saying karaoke. I'm like, okay,
Right,
whatever,
right.
I guess. But no, it was really well shot, beautiful movie. I think I like Interstellar more, but it's really close to
I
Interstellar for me.
I've heard great things about it, but without seeing it, because I have not.
Mhm.
If you came on here right now and said, I think it was way better than Interstellar, I would be like, no, I
No,
don't need to
yeah,
see the movie
no,
to tell you that you're wrong.
yeah, no, not it's not better than Interstellar. Interstellar is I don't know if for me it's not like miles above it, but it's better. Like Interstellar is better, but this movie is really really good. So if you guys haven't seen it, check that one out. That one's really good. It's gonna be in theaters probably for another 2 weeks or whatever it is. But
Cool.
if not, when it comes to streaming, check it out. Ryan Gosling's
Yeah.
great, and I love
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling. That's basically the moral. Of the
We all
story.
love Ryan Gosling.
We all love Ryan Gosling. All right, my guy. Well, you want to get into what we're talking about today?
Yes, most
Let's do it.
definitely.
We went back to the theaters, everybody. It's our monthly movie for the month of March. On the 31st of March.
The upload will not be in March.
The upload will not be in March.
The recording's in March.
Our movie will be in March. This is our March movie.
Technicalities.
Listen. Tell the people what we watched. Just tell the people what we watched and don't make fun of me.
All right. So we checked out Ready or Not 2.
Hell yeah.
Here I Come. Which, again,
Yes.
100%, it should have been called Double or Nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, ball dropped.
Yeah. Just not, you missed an opportunity there. Even like what you said in the trailer, you were just like, you said it. You said
Yeah,
the thing
literally
that makes
said
the
it.
most sense.
They-
It was right there.
Right?
Yeah. That's great.
But
But whatever. Outside of the title, I freaking loved the movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. I really liked the first one. You
I
showed
love
me
the first one.
I think,
It's one of my favorites. Yeah.
I think we watched
100%.
it here for the first time. Or was it in your old house?
Maybe. I don't know. I watched that movie, like, literally anyone that I meet, I'm like, if you watch Ready or Not, because you're about to.
You're about to. Check this out.
I love that
Look.
movie.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. I really enjoyed the second one. It was a lot of fun. Right off the bat, do you like the first one more than the second one?
Yes,
Okay.
I do. What about you?
Yes, I think so.
I think it does the first one justice. It stays in the same vein. Like, I feel like if you like the first one, you're gonna like the second one.
Yes.
But there's a lot of stuff that I did like, about this one. That was a lot of fun. But just the original was just so great and so fresh that I think that one still is.
Yeah, that the original idea behind Ready or Not is just like not something I'd ever think of. And so like just that alone sets it above just because it's kind of a one of one type deal.
Yeah.
But I agree. This is a great follow up. The timeline for this movie, I think Ready or Not came out when 2018.
Yeah, it was right around Knives Out. I remember those two. I think those two came out in the same year. I'm going to say 2018, 2019.
That sounds right. Let's see. Oh, that's not right. 2019.
Boom.
Hell yeah. So it came out 2019. Sequel comes out 2026. But the timing of the movie is like 40
It literally
hours.
picks up.
It literally picks up
the end. The end scene of the last movie is the starting scene of this movie.
Yeah, which is bonkers
cool.
of an idea. Like,
Although,
I love that. That's. The
I
case.
was like, dang, she's gonna have like all those injuries from the first movie. She's like carrying them to this. So, but it was so good.
I got one question for you.
What's that?
Who can take a better beating, Grace
Mm-hmm.
or Daredevil? because that woman can take a freaking beating, dude.
Yeah,
She's getting
that's true.
stabbed left and right, and she's just like,
Hmm.
let's do this. And I'm like,
Let's
yo,
do it.
what are you?
She should be a superhero.
She pretty much is. This is a superhero movie.
Yeah, no, she definitely one of my favorite like scream queen type
Yes.
slasher women protagonists.
I feel like if I played her scream from across the room, you'd like poke your head up and be like, ready or not?
Samara Weaving.
Yeah. You're like, oh, is she here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it is an iconic
I
scream.
love
It's so
Samara
good.
Weaving, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
why is she not in more things?
I don't.
She's in stuff,
She's
definitely.
been. Yeah.
But
She's picking up popularity. I feel like. Like I think Ready or Not was the thing that kind of kicked it off. But I've seen her in
a few things.
a
She's
few. Yeah. A
in
few
3
things.
billboards. I know that. In Ebbing, Missouri, or something like that. 3 billboards in Ebbing, Missouri.
She makes appearances in Scream. She's coming out with a new movie
Hmm.
with it's not Ted. What's the other guys from How I Met Your Mother? Taller guy, Siegel.
Jason Segel.
Is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
She's in a new movie with him called Over Your Dead Body that's coming out this year.
Oh, cool.
Um,
Yeah, because she can be a leading lady, 100%.
yeah,
So.
dude. Laurel leaned over to me when in like very beginning, and she's like,
Mhm.
I know that I've seen her in Ready or Not, but I don't think I've seen her in anything else. And she's really good. Why isn't she not in more things? And I'm
Right.
like, I don't know, dude. She's fantastic.
Yeah.
But no, she's really, really good. What were you kind of before we kind of get into a little bit more spoiler stuff? Initial thoughts of the movie. What was your initial rating of Ready or Not 2?
I would give it a 7, maybe an 8. This, I do think that I'm a little biased here because, one, Ready or Not's one of my favorite
Mm-hmm.
movies, I guess. And also, this genre, I don't even know what exactly the genre is. I feel like it's like 5 subgenres mashed into one,
Rich
but
people
like,
hunt poor people. That's the genre.
but this is my
Niche.
ish. This is my
Yeah,
genre.
I like it.
Like, I love it. So,
That's fair.
yeah, I think that I'm gonna watch this movie many more times.
You're gonna watch Ready or Not and be like, all right, pee
Time to
break.
go to the
Ready or
cinema.
Not 2.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah, here I go.
exactly.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I give Ready or Not like an 8 or a 9, and so it's just underneath that. So it's like around a 7 or 8 for me as well.
Cool.
Really, really entertaining.
Very
All of
rated
the
R.
very rated R. Yes, Laurel was like, I was doing really, really good until the end, and then that's when I started being like, okay, all right, yeah. I'm like, yep, that's what that movie is, though.
It
She's like,
has.
true.
If this is, well, I'm not going to spoil it because a lot of people need to watch Ready or Not, the
Yeah.
first one as well. But and I think it's on Hulu just for everyone. I know it's on some streaming service. I'm pretty sure it's Hulu, but there is a certain thing that happens in this in Ready or Not, and then this movie that's very much like only this movie does something like this,
Right.
and it's very jarring. And it kind of pokes fun. It's like never get used to that, like in the movie, but
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
yeah. If you're down with really mainly gore, it's a
Yeah.
gore thriller horror slasher. So
Yeah.
if you're down with all that, go watch these movies.
Go watch
They're
them, yeah.
really funny, like in a dark humor kind of way, and they're just good.
They are. They really are. We haven't done an episode on Ready or Not, have we?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
We'll have to.
we'll have to. Yeah. So if you haven't seen them, check them out. They're really good because we're about to kind of dive into a little bit more of a spoiler. We're gonna go through the plot a little bit, kind of talk about some of the things that we like, starting with Draper right now. Go for it. Go for it, Plot King.
All right. So yeah, we start off basically from the end scene of the last movie. She's sitting in front of the mansion. The EMTs show up, and I actually do kind of appreciate this because the last movie, I was like, when it ends, Like it ends really great. Like I
Yeah.
love the ending, but then logical me is like, um, I feel like she's gonna get in trouble. She's in front of her in-laws' burning house, covered in their blood, and they
Yeah.
are not going to find bodies.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
actually, that's not true. They are going to find a couple bodies. So like, not looking good for Grace.
Right.
So she passes out pretty much immediately. Gets I did. What do you think of the scene where they had like to resuscitate her, and then she
With
kind
that
of
little.
like comes back? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She has the
Like
flashes,
little
and then comes
flashbacks. Yeah.
back, and then boom, ready or not, two or
Yeah.
whatever.
I kind of love, like, it's kind of, what's the word? Uh, you see it, you kind of see it a lot in movies where when they're kind of bringing back to moment life,
Mm-hmm.
where it kind of has flashbacks and stuff like that, and then that really dramatic shot of like the
Yeah,
like it's really what's the word am I looking for? No, it's not cheesy. It happens a lot. Like you can use it. It's kind of like a
cliche.
stereotype cliche. Yeah. But I really do like the cliche. Like I do
Yeah,
think that it has a place in movies, and like this is a really good spot to place it because you kind of get flashbacks to the previous stuff to kind of catch you up to speed, and then I mean Samara Weaving doing just the gasp with the blood all over her face and everything like that. It's just perfect. I loved
yeah.
it.
I did too. So then we go to the hospital. She basically wakes up in the hospital, and there's a detective that's basically like, "You're in a lot of trouble here. This is what we found.
Yeah.
So we need to question you. You're our prime suspect." And you're like, "Great."
Yeah.
Um,
Which is
but
that's where your logical brain, you're like, yeah, that makes sense. I can
yeah,
see why
exactly.
we're in this situation. Yeah.
Um, but there's now a ball rolling onto these other rich families besides the one that she married into, um, where apparently because she survived, it triggered this thing where like the
It's like a
it's a
vacuum of power.
ring, yeah, but it's they're the leader of
Hmm.
these like six families, and they basically control the world. And they do show that like the old man is watching TV, and it's like a news thing, and they're like, "We're hoping for a ceasefire, but it does not look like it's going to come." And he like makes a phone call. He's like, "Yeah, did the ceasefire," and then breaking
Yeah.
news: ceasefire has been like. So it just
Accepted. Yeah.
shows that rich people run the world, whatever. um,
Freaking rich people, dude.
but uh, so their spot is now up for grabs. This old man who we don't even know his name really, I don't think yet or anything. His daughter and son come into the room, and they all hear from Elijah Wood, right?
Yeah.
Comes in, and he's like, apparently the bride survived, so the game is on. Um, so then the dad, like has his children kill him, and you're
Hmm.
like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's very interesting. But you have a lot of questions, So
It's very interesting too, like the vibe that you get from the son right off the bat.
mhm.
Um, what's his name?
Titus.
Titus, yes. Because he just see like he walks in the room looking timid, and he's kind of like, well, I mean, well, do we really have to? And you're kind of like, and like the dad slaps him and is like, be a man. I'm like, yeah, Titus, grow a pair. What are you doing? Like, why are you shaking your boots? This is a thing that has to happen.
Right.
And so I'm like, oh, it's one of those like those spoiled rich kids who grew up in their entire lives with nothing. I'm like, great. Like this is gonna character that I'm gonna I'm gonna hate, but I'm gonna hate because they're annoying, not because they're designed to be hated, kind of thing. Um, which is a really interesting way that I felt like to introduce that character specifically, because the sister and the daughter slash daughter, she was very much like, yes,
Take
yeah,
charge.
yeah.
This is what we're doing.
I
Don't
would
be
be
a
more than
baby.
yeah, I would be more than
Don't be
happy to
weak.
put this pillow over your face and have you stop breathing. Like I'd be
Yeah.
more than happy to do that. I'm like, shit, she's gonna be cold hearted the entire movie, and like I'm gonna hate her because she's cold hearted. I'm gonna love that I hate her because she's cold hearted,
Right, right.
which is really weird. But listen, that's how my brain works, and that's how it's always gonna work. So accept it.
So we
Accept me for
see
who I am.
kind of a montage of all these people getting calls that like apparently the bride survived, the game is on, the ball is in play. I think
Yeah.
that's what they keep saying,
Mhm.
whatever. And they're all hyped for it. They're all like, let's go, and clearly going somewhere. So then we have who is that actor? It's the guy doing cocaine at the very beginning, and I've
Oh yeah.
100% seen him in a ton of stuff before, but
Mhm.
he immediately is like, I'm going right now, and heads to the hospital where Grace
Mhm.
is.
Yeah.
And we get kind of a cool like scene where Grace's sister shows up, long lost sister, and apparently she was her emergency contact that she never took off. And so when this all starts happening, then Grace kind of knows what to do because of her experience in the last
Right.
movie. Like, this isn't her first rodeo. So that was fun to see, and but still like very intense and everything.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's really
he
funny too because she's like, "Tell me what happened," and she's like, "You're not gonna believe
yeah.
me if I told you." And he's like, "Well, what happened?" And then he tells her. She tells him basically like, "This is what happened. Like, I married into this family. They were crazy. They tried to sacrifice me, and they all blew up." And
Yeah.
then and then she's like, "Okay, whatever." And then like you're walking that I literally jumped like they're walking down the
Mm-hmm.
hallway, and the detective's like, "You're gonna be in a load of trouble." And all of a sudden, you just like a knife just
Oh
comes
yeah, you got
flying
like
out
a
of nowhere.
throwing knife to his
Yeah, I was like,
jugular. Yeah.
yeah,
And then so yeah, and a big part of this movie too is that whenever they like made the deal to get in this, basically whenever the family sold their soul to the devil, they have to use
yeah,
weapons from that era, so that we see a lot of different weapons and stuff,
right,
and it's not just like guns ablazing.
yeah,
There is, but just by one family who apparently
yeah,
joined really late.
really,
um
really late, yeah,
but yeah, so she and her sister are running away from this guy, and I think he does end up getting the upper hand and is about to like kill them, and then like raises whatever weapon he's got, and when he's about to come down, he just explodes,
yeah,
which makes Grace's sister now believe that everything Grace said is real. So
yeah, yeah.
um
I love the reaction. She was like sitting there with Grace is laying there. She's like, "Cool, I'm doing this again," and this
yeah,
is just like, "What the?"
which would be like, yeah, your
Yes,
natural reaction to
yeah.
something like that happening. You'd
Yeah,
be
and then
like,
immediately you're like, "Oh, this is real. What we're doing is real life."
basically immediately, like gas canisters come in and start spraying, and Grace and her sister pass out. And Elijah Wood comes in with a gas mask, and they take her and her sister back to the compound.
To the compound.
I did like this part. It's bigger and better than even the last one, because the last one was this huge mansion, right?
Yeah,
And property that she's trying to escape. And this one is an even bigger, it's like
a
a
country club.
casino,
And
country
yeah,
club,
yeah,
and a golf course.
yeah,
Like, and you're like, okay, yeah, that's pretty sick. Like,
yeah,
so, um, I don't know. Just this movie just really gets going. It's like, you've been here before, you know the drill. Let's get into
yeah. Let's get
it.
into
So,
it. There is right before they get into right after the hospital part,
mhm.
it cuts back to casino where they're clearing everybody out for like they walk in, um, and the sister and brother uh have to like stop the wedding, kick everybody out
Yeah,
of the casino to prep for the game. Um, and like you get almost immediate like one scene you get Titus as like you're kind of like oh geez like grow a pair, bro. And then the next time you see Titus, he literally gets over the
get the hell
overcome.
out.
He's like, get the out of the casino. I'm like, oh no, he's a dick. Like I'm gonna hate him because he's supposed to be a dick. I love this. I'm like, I'm not gonna hate him because he's a pansy. I hate him because he's a dick. I love it.
Yeah.
But
Um,
yeah, it does a really good job at like uh, kind of setting up the Danforth is their last name. So I think Ursula is the sister, Titus is the brother, I think.
Sounds right.
But it does
And
this good
then Elijah
setup.
Wood is with them, but he is strictly the keeper of like he has like the rule book, and
Mhm.
then he's like he says that he's a lawyer for the specific le, what is it called? What did we
I don't
decide
know.
it is?
I don't know. So it's the
Labeo?
Labeo, I think, because
Yeah.
the
He's
family in the
the
first one's the Le
lawyer for the
Domas.
Labeo
Yeah,
like contract with all these families. So he really is like, I don't care who is on top or anything. I'm just caring that the rules are followed and representing Mr. Labeo. Um, but we do get like an explanation of what's going on and all the rules and stuff, and it's for the families and stuff like that, and also for Grace, kind of. But
right.
um, it was nice. I didn't mind it, even though it's explaining everything. I'm fine with it how they did it to explain the setup of the movie, and now here we're going,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
We get a little montage of all the other families showing up, and there's usually like three of them at most
Mhm.
in each family, because basically only one person gets to represent each family, and it's like the eldest of
Right.
that family. Um, and so then we find out the reason that Titus and Ursula killed their father is because he was bedridden and he would technically have to play in the games to hold power. So he
Yes.
had them kill him so that his family could remain in power.
Right.
And because they're twins, they both get to compete, which is
Yeah.
kind of cheating, but whatever. Here we
Whatever.
are.
Exactly.
I do like
Um.
that like it's like the rules are very hardly like very harshly enforced
Right.
because it's Mr. Labeo and you explode if you don't follow the rules.
Right.
That being said, if you can find loopholes and in between the line kind of things, you know what I mean, and
Right.
technicalities, you can 100% do them. And these people do not care. Like they're
Yeah.
here to
If it's not,
win. They don't care if they hurt or kill anyone in the process.
yeah, if it's
Although,
not written in that big old book
mhm,
that Elijah Wood has, then you can do it. But the
right.
book is like 2,000 pages long, so there's a bunch of
And
different.
we've already decided we don't read, so we don't care. No, I'm just kidding.
Bingo. If there's no pictures, I don't want to be a
Yeah,
part of
exactly. That did
it.
not look like a picture book.
um,
um,
but the only thing that kind of got me confused was didn't the old guy who the twins killed, did he have the ring?
mhm. And he took
Okay,
it
so
off.
what would be why would the Domas family dying trigger something else? Because they were the way that it implied it was they were the family with the ring. They were like the top family of all the families. But wouldn't the top family have the ring? Or how
That's
I
not
forgot.
how I understood it.
Okay.
It's that they were a family in this group, but
Mm-hmm.
the what is it?
Look,
The
Domas
The
was
Damas
the first
family
one.
was
Yeah.
the head. They were in control. The other family that Grace married into was a part of that, but because of the hide and go seek ritual, the ready or not,
Mm-hmm.
setup from last movie, if the bride actually survives, then it triggers this to
Gotcha. Okay.
be up in
That's what
the
it
air
was.
for, and now the ball is in play. It's up for
Gotcha.
grabs,
Okay.
and which felt very like Mr. Labeo is very about his games, like that's the
Yeah.
whole point and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I was here for it. I was
Yeah.
like, yep, that satiates my curiosity. Let's get
Yeah.
into
Let's
some
go.
violence.
Yeah. Exactly.
um
Um. But yeah, they get the sister, and because Laurel brought this up, she goes, I feel like they played it wrong. I feel like why wouldn't they keep like the sister hostage and basically be like, hey, if you don't come to us, we'll kill your sister, and then that is kind of where like they would kill her on Grace trying to save Faith.
hmm.
Um, but which is a really interesting nameplay, but that's besides the point. Um, but like that's what I told Laurel, and I was like, the thing about the game is the hunt. Like that's the
Right.
point of the game.
That's why the
And
first dude blew up, is because he didn't wait for the game to start. He
right,
broke the rule, so he died.
right. And if they were to keep the sister hostage, and Grace is like, well, I'm just gonna go save my sister. There's no hunt involved. It's like,
Right.
well, we're using
That's
bait,
not
and
playing
it's
fair.
yeah, it's using dynamite in the lake to fish.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why they link it together. It's like, okay, well, the sister's here. Like, in order for her to play, the sister's got to be in play, and the sister's going to slow her down, and they're going to fight. So they're
Right.
still technically hunting her, but she's at a disadvantage because she's handcuffed. I'm like, so I think that's the biggest thing. Is like the hunt
Grace
in the game,
literally says, like, you're only here to slow me down or whatever. And
yeah.
which, I mean, I think it is. They just wanted to have the sister in. They wanted to have two now instead and everything.
Right.
But again,
Right.
I was fine with it.
Like, I do like the addition of the sister. Like,
yeah,
I think
I really
thought it was
like
a
that
really good
actress. I thought she did great.
yeah. So, but yeah, I thought that like you just mentioned that like LaBelle's all about his game. That's all it is. He's like, I just like this game.
Yeah, and well, and the last movie when Grace beats the family, he's not like upset about it.
Yeah,
He literally appears. Yeah, he's like, good game.
Yeah, exactly.
I approve. This has been very entertaining for me.
Yeah.
Like that's what he's here for. He's here for a good time. You can respect
and
that.
so are we, everybody, and so are we.
Yeah. So they basically get set onto a hole 9 in the green, and then it's game on.
Mhm.
They all go to get in their golf carts, but the keys are only in the one for the brother and sister, and he's like, oh, did I forget? And they leave. And so like you can clearly see that they're not gonna play fair. Although important note, they aren't allowed to kill each other even by accident if their actions bring the death of another family member like in the game. Then Mr. LaBelle basically kills him.
Yes.
So they blow up.
I also love the addition. So, like, it's not just the eldest sibling that arrives to this mansion for the game; it's the entire family.
Well, it's usually like three of them because it's not like a giant extended family.
Yeah, it's like
you have to have backups.
Yes, and I like that. Like, I like the rules. Like, okay, like if your brother dies, like you have to take his place. And then if they die also, then the next person has to take their place. And someone has to be representing the family at all times during the game.
Right.
Or else you forfeit that right. And along with that goes the bloodline kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I like that twist to it. I like that addition to it as well. Because, again, it's just like, oh, like it's not just, okay, you're taking them down. It's when you kill one, another one's taking its place. And it's just going to be never ending until dawn. I was like, oh, hell yeah.
And if you cheat, then your entire bloodline, like, goes.
Yeah,
like it's not just you.
yeah.
So, basically, we're getting going. The one Asian woman with the katana has like a drone and sends it out to her. But she is like trying to talk to her. She's like, "Hey, wait! Like, I have something important to tell you. We don't have to do this. I have a way out for you." And then immediately it gets like shot. By the way, no chance. No chance. Because she has like a flintlock pistol that she's like, and she takes this drone out at like a good 200 yards.
Yeah.
It was like bullshit. And then proceeds to miss like every shot after that at two full-sized adult women.
So it's crazy.
But they run into the woods. They're, now just trying to survive. Grace is kind of the leader commander of this little duo because again, she's just like, and I do like this that because she was in the first movie, she's now like, ugh, okay, I know what to do because I've done this already, but let's like do this. And she's not always right, but she does have the confidence that like I've done this already. Let's freaking go. Yeah. She's not happy about it, but she's here for it.
Right.
There's one family who's got like a freaking sniper rifle because apparently they joined in the last like couple decades or something like that.
The mayor of Gotham.
Yeah. Although he had to like, he was a Spaniard, wasn't he? He had a really heavy accent.
Yeah.
It's just kind of funny. So they end up like coming towards, I think it was a restaurant or something, for the golf course. Like there's a
Mhm.
propane tank and a grill,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and they end up taking cover behind that while getting shot at, and then they're able to smoke. Um, what did they put in there? Leaves,
yeah.
and make a bunch of smoke so they could get cover and get away. But then the dude with the mask and the machete comes out after him. One of the propane tanks gets shot. A lot of carnage, a lot of
Yeah, blows up.
explosion. Yeah,
The
no one
Spanish guy's
dies
like,
yet.
"Oh no, no," because the guy's like in the mask, like laying on the ground. He's like, "Please, no, no, no."
Right.
Because and then the Spaniards' kids are in there, so it's his oldest daughter and his youngest boy.
Hmm.
I do love real quick. I love that the daughter of the Spaniard is like the ex girlfriend of
Oh yeah,
Alex, who
yeah.
is the
The
husband
husband
of
in the
Grace.
first movie. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, "You ruined my life," and she's like, "I." That was a cold line. She's like, "You took everything from me, and you ruined my life." She's like, "And I don't even know you." And I'm like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, Grace is down on business for this
Yeah,
movie.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, I hate all of you, and I'm not gonna be polite about this. Like, um, and we quickly get into the uh, casino hotel. The guy with the machete, I believe, is the next one to attack them again.
Mhm.
Um, and because they start working together, and I think they're able to get out of their cuffs because they find like a grinder in this
Yeah.
like laundry room, industrial room area
Mhm.
of it. Um, they're able to work together and beat the guy with the machete. And
And
they,
like one
for
of the
some reason, put him
nastiest.
in. Yeah, they put him into an
Yeah.
industrial washer, and yeah, he's
You just hear him
toast.
like clanging around inside
And well,
this
and
thing.
I'm sure
And I'm
it's
like,
like ridiculously hot.
yeah.
Everything.
And then
So
like Grace is like hovering over the emergency button, and Faith's like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "He might have a phone." I'm like,
yeah,
"No, dude."
I that was risky. I don't know if I would
Yeah,
have done that, but it
yeah,
paid off. He comes out, they take his phone, it still
dude.
works.
And that was so like the sound of him falling out of the
Yeah,
washer, and then her
that was
like
nasty.
it was like, and I'm like, "Oh no, no." She just looks up at her sister. Will you help me? She's like, "I'm just gonna get in your way and
It's
slow you
like,
down. You
nope,
got
you
this. You're
got
gonna be
this.
safe." Yeah.
um, yeah. Oh, by the way, these sisters kind of hate each other. They're
They
estranged,
definitely,
and
yeah.
the younger one feels like Grace left her. What's the younger sister's name?
Faith.
Faith. Grace and Faith.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is
Let's go.
it?
Let's go.
Irish Catholics or something like
Yeah. Yeah.
that. That's something that Titus says, not me.
Yeah.
um,
Great
but
clarification. It's a good clarification.
but they take the phone, they call 911, it gets picked up, but we quickly find out that it's Ursula, and she apparently it like owns the phone companies and is like, yeah, I just had them. Any phone call coming off of our compound like just gets forwarded to me.
Mhm.
So that sucks.
Yeah.
um, one thing that did piss me off, one complaint I did have about this movie.
Mhm.
Did you have any complaints?
Um. No, not a ton.
I think that it wouldn't have changed the plot at all. Everything would have still happened the way it happened.
Mhm.
Grace and Faith barely ever took weapons with them because they
Oh,
just got the guy with the machete, and neither of them pick up the machete to continue on their
yeah.
venture
They don't loot. They
while
don't
they're
loot the
being
bodies.
hunted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't loot.
I
No
was like, are
looting.
you kidding me? That's one
They
of my
they're
pet peeves, and it's such a trope. Like Scary Movie makes fun of it. You know when um I forget her name, but the main character's running away from the killer, and she like stops at a table, and there's a gun, a knife, a grenade, and a banana, and she like picks up the banana and
yeah,
keeps running. Like it's
yeah,
like, why? But that's such a trope. But
yeah.
that was one of my complaints. I thought we were past that in
That's fair.
2026.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um, but they continue on. I think they run into the Asian lady next, who again says like, I don't want to kill you, I have a deal. You
Mhm.
get to survive, I get the ring of power. Titus is a sociopath who cannot be controlled by his sister, and like this is going to be the best for the world. And
Yeah.
Grace is like, so what? I'm supposed to believe you're a good person? And she's like, no,
Yeah.
but I'm
I sold
better
my
than
soul.
Titus.
I
Like,
sold my soul to the devil. Of course not.
yeah, exactly. So the way out is to have Grace marry into her family, and she has a son that Grace could marry.
Yeah.
Grace says no. The sister Faith is like, yeah, she'll take the deal. And Grace is like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not selling my soul. So,
Right.
um, she ends up. I think that the Spaniard, the mayor from Gotham, comes
Yeah.
in, and somehow Grace is able to like make the Asian lady swing her katana and stab that dude in the throat. And
Yeah.
because she accidentally killed him, that means that her bloodline blows up. So she blows up. And then it goes back to the control room where everyone's like kind of watching everything going
Yeah.
on who's not participating. And everyone looks at her son and he's like, what? And like someone like gets behind one of the
Yeah.
maids or something like that. And like Elijah Wood ducks
It
behind
grabs the
his neck.
book and he
Yeah,
like ducks
exactly.
behind.
And
That is one of my favorite things about these movies is
Mhm.
like the timing of the explosions are
Is really funny.
they're like damn near like they're super comedic. Like it's
Yeah.
not just like you die and then it all is all at once. It's
Mhm.
very like even in the first one, it was like
The first one, this
everyone's
is
like
so morbid and everything, but
you're
the
like
first
oh we're
one,
yeah.
I freaking die laughing when the end comes and they all start exploding. I'm just like, that's crazy.
Yeah, and
And
like it's just
Grace's
so
reaction, which I
yeah.
mean, I I can't say that my reaction wouldn't be similar if these people just tried to hunt and kill me and I'm now watching them all explode in front of me and Grace is just laughing.
Yeah. Yeah. And like it's just again, it's just so funny. Like the kid is just like playing on his little Nintendo or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "What?" And everyone's like taking cover, and I'm like, it's just it's a comedic effect to it. Something really gory and terrible happening, but yet I'm just like, nice. I just laugh and chuckle at it. It's really good. I
Yeah.
love how they do it.
I did miss one part. So the guy with the machete dies in the after being washed or
Right.
whatever. So his brother who came with him has to be the one to step up. And he's like, I'm not going out there. So then he signs over control of his family to his wife, and she has to be the one who get to go into the game.
Yes, that's right. Yep.
So that happened as well, which you're like, you piece of crap.
Yeah, because he makes the comment before. He's like, "If I were out there, I would have killed him already."
I know.
Yeah, I'm like, "You
He's
piece
the
of
worst.
shit." Yeah.
This does give us like characters that were like, yeah, I'm ready for you to die next.
Yeah.
um, so she's out there. Now that the Spaniard is dead, his daughter is going to be the one to step up,
Mhm.
and she goes and gets ready. She like comes out with a wedding dress on and everything. I was like, nice.
So yeah, so crazy. Like you're
Is
kind of like,
Grace
oh,
in her wedding dress? Yeah,
Grace
she
is
is.
yeah. She
She
was in the
totally is.
gown. She's like, I can't fight in this gown, so she puts
Yeah.
on the wedding guest and the yellow.
So
Converse.
she looks exactly like she did from the first movie. It's great.
Yeah, yeah.
So after that, we basically go to, I think the next big fights and whatnot are going to be after Grace and Faith kind of have.
They do loot the samurai sword.
They do take. Faith takes the katana.
Faith loots
Hell yeah,
the
Faith.
katana. Yes,
That is
they
what
tried
I
to
would
loot the
choose.
sniper, but there was no ammo.
Yeah, that's right. So after that, I think they try to go out to the gate because the 911 operator, who was Ursula, told them to go to the front gate and they would meet them there with police cars and stuff. And it's getting towards nighttime. I think it started at pretty much like let's say 5 p.m. Huh?
2:18 p.m.
2:18.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's been a while because it's like dark when they get out there. But they call again, and Ursula's like, it can't be the same operator twice. You have to answer Titus. And he answers, and he's like really bad at it. Like,
yeah.
like,
911. And there was like a long pause. She's like, "What's your emergency? What's your emergency?"
Yeah. So Grace is like, we don't see any cop cars, and they're like, they're almost there. One of us is here. come to the front gate, and then they get jumped, which I did appreciate. I was like, hell
Yes.
yeah. And Grace is
Yeah.
like, you think we're fucking idiots? um, they, I mean, they do pretty well against them, but ultimately, I think that
And
is it Titus gets the
Gra-
upper hand on,
on
or is it
Faith,
Ursula?
and then Ursula stabs Grace in the shoulder with like a nail or something like that.
Yeah, it's ugh, that
Yeah.
thing's gross.
Yeah.
Um, but
Oh, and Grace has already got shrapnel from a propane tank in her arm.
oh yeah,
Like, removed by her sister.
that's
by
right.
the way.
Grace is taking all the damage.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I know that Faith has a chance to get away, and she doesn't take it. She comes back for Grace, and they end up escaping, but they're oh, by the way, the wife of the guy who is like, I'm not going out there, you get out there, and signs head
Oh
of
yeah,
household is like driving, and you think she's about to hit Grace, and Grace like moves out of the way, and she just keeps going and drives through the gate and is just gone. And that's
yeah,
why Faith is able to have an opportunity to
right.
escape. But yeah, I think Ursula's about to kill Grace or something, and she comes back and like pushes Ursula off her, and they start just running into the woods.
Yeah.
So they're still in the game, unfortunately, but and Grace is kind of pissed at Faith about it. She's like, you should have gotten out of here. Like, why would you come back? And she's
Yeah.
like, because I don't abandon people.
Like, yeah, that's
I
your
did.
thing.
Yeah. I liked
And
the little jabs they take at each other,
yeah,
like, and everything,
very
but like,
sibling. Very
yeah,
sibling.
but I did like their relationship a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, and you get more background because I don't know. You don't get really much background. Like, Grace keeps her background of where she comes from pretty like closed book in
mhm.
the first one.
Yeah,
So
we
you get a
don't
lot
even
more
know she has
background.
a sister.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, you get a lot of like background for Grace and like who Grace was to Faith and kind of their whole dynamic. With them, and they brought up being in the foster care, and Grace left at 18, and Faith's like, you should have taken me with you. I was 15 years old. She's like, I couldn't take care of you. Like it's
Yeah,
very real world
which
stuff.
is
And no
fair.
one,
Like,
yeah,
I can see both of their sides on why they're
exactly.
like they did what they did.
Yeah, and like I think it's a really great addition to like you're being hunted, but also you have a lot of this personal dilemma and fiasco happening, and you're kind of like,
Right.
as a viewer, I'm like, pick one, just pick one, finish it, then do the next thing. Like, yell at each other, figure it out, because you guys are being hunted to die. Fix something, and like it's constantly being like that's Faith saves Grace. Grace is like, you're stupid. You should have left. What are you doing? And then she's like, all right, then I'll leave. Like, I just saved your life, but I'll leave. Whatever. And then they split up, and I'm like, what's happening here?
Yeah, they split up, and then that's where our next big battle happens. Of Faith runs into Titus, and they fight, and it's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Titus kicks the shit out of her, and Grace runs into the bride, and that was a really fun fight. They end up spraying each other with pepper
Pepper
spray,
spray. Yeah.
and neither of them can freaking see each other,
And
so
then
they're just like swinging at like what they think is the other person, and it's pretty fun.
it's funny.
Um, ultimately, of course, Grace wins, and then Titus is about to kill Faith, like
Beating the
100%.
snot out of Faith.
Although Faith, I mean, hell yeah, Faith, because she's like, she does not look good. She's like bleeding and everything from the face, and Titus, like, I think has her up against the wall, and she just like spits on him and stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm like, hell yeah.
Macaulay is their last name, like the sister's last name, and that Macaulay family, they can take a beating.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they can take some damage.
Foster.
There's some dirt. Foster. You're just like, I could make that joke.
Anyways, so Ursula comes in and at the last second and stops Titus from killing Faith. Titus is very like emotionally driven. Like Faith pissed him off, so he's gonna kill her. Like he's not gonna think about it. But
Titus
she's
is
like, huh?
He's insane.
Yeah,
He's crazy.
definitely, he's a psychopath. But he's not very calculated is my point, though.
No.
Like, because she's right. She's like, don't kill her. We can use her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we can use her as bait. If you kill her, then we can't use her at all. But
Right.
like, so I think that Grace is now looking for Faith. She pretty quickly, both of them were like, I shouldn't leave. And they were going to go back to each other, but then ran into other people. Grace like gets out to the gate, I believe, and is
Trying
gonna
to find Faith.
Yeah, she's like, where are you? Yeah. And then over the intercom, Titus is like, we have your sister, and has Faith talk and says, come to the main control room, I believe.
Right.
And so Grace does. And Grace goes to like the security little
box there.
Box, yeah, where someone would stand at the gate to let people in and out. And there's a shotgun in there, and she takes that shit. And I was like, hell yeah.
That's looting done properly, baby.
That's right. So she is going loaded to the mansion, the control room, the casino.
The casino area.
The other bride is out there and says something to her
with a
I
missile
can't
launcher.
Even remember.
I forgot she has a missile launcher, and she goes to shoot it at Grace when they first meet, and it's facing backwards.
Yeah, because none of these people know what they're doing. That was a joke in the first movie too. That like none of them knew how to use their weapons even.
Yeah, but the other bride is like, you come back for round 2,
and she just shoots her.
Nope, and just puts a shell right through her chest, and then puts 2 more into her. I'm like, jeez.
Yeah, a little overkill, but what else?
Yeah.
Yeah, Grace is on a mission. She like gets to the control room, and it's the family members who like aren't playing the game, and she's like, "Where's my sister?" And they're like, "We don't know."
And the little Mexican boy or Spanish boy just has like these
because the sister died, so now he's in, right? And he's got freaking like G18s, like.
Listen, and there's no recoil on those bad boys. No. I don't know what buffs he's putting on those things, dude.
Yeah,
but that like 9-year-old kid is just mowing them down, no recoil at all.
I don't. What's the recoil thing in Call of Duty?
Call of Duty. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Whatever it is, he's got that perk.
Steady hands or whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly. Steady aim. He's got the steady aim perk.
He's just like, I'm like, that's insane.
Does not land a shot. Not a single bullet out of like probably 80 bullets going at like probably 80 bullets per second. Like it's very quick, and he does not land a single one.
Yeah.
But Grace is able to escape, and does she find Faith? I feel like they get back.
So she locks herself into a freezer.
That's right, but then Faith is on the other side with Titus. Yeah, and he's like, I might not be able to get to you, but I'm still going to blow her brains out on this, like, because it's like super thick glass for the freezer door. And Grace says that she has a way that, like, she'll come out.
Get his power, and she can stay alive.
And it's that she has to marry Titus. And she's like, then I get to live, but you get what you want. Yeah. And Titus is like, deal. So
and then he has to swear on LaBelle's name that he won't hurt her or her sister.
That's right.
Right.
So Grace comes out, they get her ready. They were gonna have a ceremony anyways for like whoever was now in power. Right. They have to do a ceremony. So there was like all these members coming and stuff. But now they're going to have a wedding instead. First, they're going to do both. They get Grace already. She's in like a black wedding dress, which was cool. Maya laughed at me because I leaned over and I said, because Grace has the black veil. And I was like, Black Veil Bride would be a sick band name. And she just started laughing at me. And I was like,
Bride. Yeah. Nice. It's a country band. Just kidding.
So that is a band, just so you know.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
That's why Maya was laughing at me.
It's a great band name.
It is. They chose
Well
well.
done.
They
I
must
didn't
have
know
seen Ready or Not too. um so uh but the sister comes in to talk to Grace and is like, I thought I could control my brother, but he's kind of shown his true colors and I don't know if I can. So like it's gonna be up to the both of us. Like, but like I am on your side now. Like,
Mhm.
I'm sorry that I tried to kill you, but I need your help to control my brother. And then Titus comes in and he's like, you want to control me? And she's like, no, no. And then Titus freaking chokeholds his sister and breaks her neck and is
Yeah.
like, I want you to see this, Grace. And
Yeah.
then, yeah.
No
And
one
I
can
was like,
control me. And then and the rule is you can't kill other members of
mm-hmm,
other families,
that's
but there
right.
is no rule about killing your own
Your own
members of your
family
family.
member. So,
And that's what he says. He goes, there are rules about killing other members, other family members, but nothing about killing your own. As he snaps her neck,
psycho.
and Grace like watching it.
Yeah.
He's like, I
She's like,
cannot
great.
be
I have to be
controlled.
married to this person.
Yeah, great, huzzah! Thank you.
Huzzah.
So happy.
So we go down to the ceremony and her sister's already there as like a bridesmaid or maid of honor or whatever.
Right.
It's cute. Cute
I
wedding.
guess. Just not
Great
culty at
place.
all. Yeah, the ambiance is really nice down here.
Yeah.
Just slightly musty.
So they get in to there, they start doing the vows. Like, I think Grace signed something. Oh, this is not necessarily, I mean, it is kind of a complaint, but it's fine. They have to sign things in blood frequently in this movie, which fair enough. It's packed with the devil. I wouldn't expect it to be just in
Right.
pack. Okay, everyone cuts their hand like at least 5 inches across.
Yeah.
And I was like, why so much? I swear there was one person who like cut the tip of their finger and then just like wiped it on, like did a dot. And I was like, yeah,
do that. There's like
everyone else is like digging into their hand, and I was like, why?
just going across the wrist. You're like,
Yeah.
no.
I think I told Maya actually that do you remember in game night where they're trying to get the bullet out and he's like, you have to cut it in an X, and when she goes to cut because it's in his forearm, she cuts like a good like 6 inches down, and he's like, whoa. That's what it reminded me of. But so anyways, Titus does that, and so does Grace, and they sign papers,
mix the blood together.
Yeah,
so
in
they
the
can
little
sign
bowl.
on the little.
It's a nice little
demon book.
Yeah, satanic token.
So cute.
And then basically when they get to the I do part or whatever, Grace stabs the shit out of Titus in
like
the neck.
Snags the pen, just like shanks the shit out of
like
his neck.
9 times.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like watching like
Yeah. And then I love this because like she like stabs him finally and he's like on the ground. He's like trying to like reach out and she goes, there's no rules about killing your own family. And then
well, and also
pushes him
he
into the
had
hole.
been saying like when she first got there, he was like, I just want you to know that I'm going to be the one to get you. And
Yeah.
then when they were after, like when she was getting, after she got dressed up or whatever and was going to get married to him, he's like, I told you I'd be the one to get you. So then Grace is like, looks like I'm the one who got you. And I was like, hell yeah.
Like,
hell yeah.
It's double whammies right there.
Yeah.
And then you get to see Faith kick him into the hole because they were going to sacrifice a goat. Like it's supposed to be like the marriage and then a sacrifice or whatever it is.
Yeah. Natural satanic stuff, you
right.
know?
Instead of the goat, they sacrifice him.
Yeah.
And right as he's like falling into the pit, she like takes the ring off of his finger. Then he falls into the pit.
Yeah.
And
so she's got the ring, and now she is head.
Yeah.
Because she married into this family, she's head. And she was like, okay, I get to do whatever I want now. I'm
I
in
love like
control, right?
the power move she got immediately where she puts the ring on, then just yells, "Everybody on your knees!" And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, is she gonna like be like, "I run this bitch now"? And I'm like, oh shit, I did not see that one coming. But everyone like gets on their knees
Yeah.
very nonchalantly, and like the brothers there, like Titus's brothers, like, can she? What's happening? And Elijah was like,
Titus's brother.
yeah. So Titus there's the guy that's in the robe the entire show, the entire movie that hides behind the lady when the Asian kid blows up.
Oh,
That's his brother. That's their younger brother.
he was
That's that.
related to Titus. I thought he was related to a different family for some
No,
reason.
he's related to Titus. It's
Oh,
Titus's younger brother. Because at the very beginning of the movie, he like nut taps him,
yeah, that's right.
and
You're
then
right.
Ursa's like, just
Or maybe
ignore
they're like cousins or something. I
whatever.
don't know.
Yeah, they're related somehow.
Yeah.
And the guy's
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
is there what's happening? And Elijah's like, he's got the ring, dude. And he's
Yeah.
like, okay. And they all like
Still.
take it. And they're all on their knees.
And she's like, the first decree that I make is that I'm removing myself and my sister from this. Like, we are not part of this pact anymore. And then takes off the ring and throws it into the pit.
Yeah, because the rule is the ring has to be on someone's finger by dawn,
Or else Mr. LaBelle will not be happy.
Yes.
Take his vengeance.
And it was so because he like takes the ring off, and then the cousin or brother, whoever it is, like, can she do that? And Elijah Wood's like, it's not in the book because
no one would ever give up this power.
Yeah, this is a lot of power, and no one thought that they'd be willingly give up all of this power. So,
exactly.
Yeah, it's in the book. It's not in the book, so she can do it. And then it's like, oh shit! And she like flicks it in to the freaking hole.
And then the first one is the little boy who was like shooting with the he jumps
like
in,
dives right into the hole. I'm like, oh shit!
Face first,
dedication. Listen, it's all about that power.
So then we basically get a montage of everyone jumping into this hole and trying to get that ring. And like people are grabbing it too, but then they quickly get murked by someone else, and like it's a bloodbath. And Grace and Faith start walking towards the door, and then I think they look back, and the time ends, and it is not on anyone's finger. So then you just get spatters of blood like popping up from the pit and stuff.
Yeah.
Elijah Wood's just chilling there.
Yeah.
He's like
protecting the book as always.
Yeah.
Laurel leaned over to me right when the fighting was happening, and like they're walking up the stairs, and she goes, they look way too clean to end this movie this way. They've got to be covered in blood at some point, right? And then the big explosion happens and they get covered in blood, and she just goes, knew it.
Yeah. Of course.
Like, yeah. That's the way you got to end it.
You got to end it
that way. You have to. And then like the other like
there's a giant
Indian
throne,
guy,
isn't there? Oh yeah.
Yeah. He like I renounced myself from the family, so we're good. We made it. Woohoo!
Oh, that's what explodes and gets on.
And then I'm like, again, the explosions of the individuals are like comedically timed.
Yeah, Mr. LaBelle has some comedic timing for sure.
Yeah,
like he's having fun with this.
Yeah.
Then there's a giant throne, and he like appears out of like flames and stuff. It's pretty cool, and he like nods to him.
Again.
I kind of wish, because I think they both just are like, all right, and then leave.
Yeah.
But the first movie, when that happens, he like nods to her as a ghost that appears for a fraction of a second, and she's like, shit. And I was kind of expecting both of them to do that.
Yeah.
And I was a little upset that they didn't.
Faith definitely was. Faith said it was like, is that? And then she's like, yeah. And then they just walk up the stairs. And then Laurel's like, did they save the goat? And as they walk up the stairs,
they took the goat with them.
Yeah.
And then they're holding hands and they ride off into the sunset.
It's very sweet. And then the last thing that Faith says is like, so you've been married twice already.
In like a week.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
It's got to be some sort of record.
You think you can get married again soon? She's like, that's too soon. Too soon.
Right.
But yeah, they walk off into the distance as happy sisters.
Yeah.
It's great.
I loved it actually. Like, because the end of the other one made me be like, oh, but
more,
like what's gonna happen now, like
more.
logically. And this one
Right.
I'm kind of okay with. Like they're gonna
Mhm.
figure it out.
Yeah, yeah. And
I
there's
mean,
like
technically,
no evidence behind it at all. Like no burning building. They're
yeah,
just like,
they'll
other than the
figure it
fact
out.
that they escaped custody of a police officer. That's pretty much the only thing.
Yeah.
But
I do think it's funny. Is doesn't it seem like Elijah Woods just comes back for like sequels of movies that he wasn't a part of the first one now? Like that's all he does.
randomly just pops in there. You're like, oh, sick.
Yeah, he was great in it. It was really
Yeah,
fun.
fantastic. Loved it.
Yeah.
Um,
So
but no, it was really fun. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. It is gory, everybody. It's like, especially that last.
that's
like,
what I'm here for.
yeah, the last 25 minutes. There's a lot of explosions and
I would say
of
that the
people.
first one was more gory than
Yes,
this
it
one,
was.
but
Yeah, they accidentally blow someone's head off. Like the crack cocaine sister accidentally shoots one of the maids in the face.
yeah, I loved that running gag that like a maid died every time. Like it. Yeah,
I like that one. But no, it was a lot of fun. Again, there's a lot of comedic relief in a gory horror violent movie.
mm-hmm.
And like there are just pieces of it where you're kind of like chuckling at yourself. You're like, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And like for whatever reason, it just works and it fits, especially for this. Because it takes itself seriously as a movie, but also like it allows you to not be like tense the entire time and being like,
it like knows what it is and plays into it without
really well.
sacrificing like you taking it seriously.
And again, Samara Weaving,
Awesome.
we need to see more. We need to see
Love
more
her.
Samara Weaving in things because she's fantastic. Also the actor for Titus.
Yeah, I've seen him before.
I've never seen him before. Great villain. He's got a great villain vibe. You look at him and you can just see a villain. I'm like, okay, I respect that. I can see it. I'd like to see him be a villain way more often because he was great too.
Yeah.
Agreed. Really, everybody who had a role in that played their role really, really well.
Agreed. Awesome. It was fun.
Well, that was Ready or Not 2. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. It's a lot of fun. Draper, anything else to add before we send them off?
That's it.
Okay.
We'll be back on this Invincible thing. I promise.
Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back. So, well, if that's all you got, man, we will catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Bye.